What up, world? You already know what time it is. It's your boy Matt Miz, the host with the most never need to bag no most. All we ever do is give a toast to the real folks who done paved the way in a real way for us players to play. And parlay this good game for y'all tonight. Well, yeah, man. That's how I was gonna do the live. When I started the game, I wanted to see how this game turned out. It looks like Indiana lost this game in the second round, in the second quarter. I've been leading by 20 ever since. So, you're going to tie it 1-1. Indiana got to go back to the drawing board. Score is 68-49 right now. Pacers didn't really play smart basketball in this game.
Williams 3-pointer misses. That's a good look, though, because the nail help is waiting for Shedd. From out of control, is it the ball? Turner right to Siakam. Turner wanted a foul as well.
It's 49.
Out there. Did we see double big come soon? Well, that's one of the things that helped at the end. OKC started to go on.
OKC is just cut above. The team is just cut above.
The size is just not there. You're talking about.
What you want me to say? The team is just cut above. Every game they're gonna be leading by 20 like this. There ain't no way the Pacers gonna win. They might steal a game or two, but that's about it.
Change the direction of the franchise. The trade for Siakam to another level. He's the guy that like a fitted technical system. It's his offensive skills. All three levels. That free throw is bizarre, though, the way it comes off his hands. And defensively, you can play him on a primary or you can put him in a little rover situation. Either way, he's terrific.
That's a shot for free throws well in the playoffs. The boy, he's not done everything else beautiful. At the 17, 12 minutes into the third. It was Alexander step back, 3 points. Can't get it. Turner with the defensive rebound.
It's not too early to say that Tyrese Halliburton has to get himself involved in this game. Right now, he's got 3 points, 3 rebounds, and still 3 assists. He's got a triple single going right now.
Underneath the line drive, 3-pointer. Michael take off the whole timeout. As the Pacers cut it to 14.
YouTube TV. You coolest life. Choose chill.
Man, this is a trash ass
Studios.
finals. I know. Yeah. Trash ass finals. It is what it is, huh?
Closed captioning is brought to you in part by Rogers Xfinity.
We gotta
Canada's most
take it in stride,
Learn more at
Because
Rogers.com.
it's a new generation of stars, so they all gotta come into their homes.
Our backstory.
It's easy. So you can get some great basketball. Now these guys, they're up to par. They
This
can
is what we've been looking
score.
for.
Situational basketball and actually running plays,
You never know what your
stops,
change your life.
keeping it a close game throughout the game. I don't think they're gonna.
Surprise, Daddy? Okay, sure.
It's gonna be that type of series,
What if we do
Unless Indiana starts clamping down from now because game 3 and 4, they don't do that. They ain't gonna come back from a 20-point deficit.
My back on the bad ones and just keep me grounded on the good ones.
my name? You guys see my new funny pictures?
She's a superhero and all this. It's like without her, I couldn't do what I do at the field.
Goodbye, dude. You did awesome. Guys, you're so excited.
They don't care if I give up 5 runs. They want me to just be dad and be their superhero.
You did this? Thank you.
I'm always looking down and digging in the mound, and I feel like it's something I can kind of reset whenever I need during the game. It's cool to have them out there with me.
It is estimated that over 4 million people have been abducted by alien life forms. Only one of them asked for it. On June 20th, he'll go, but no one has gone before.
Let's see how this game progresses. In the meantime, between time,
Francis, I do believe I'll take the details back. So reverse mortgage from Equity Bank. He started to truly realize his worth. It was the best thing France has ever done for us. My first caveat of the box by a higher only you get to my confidence to and bring up my emotional side. Thursday on Sports
go pull up Gil's Arena and see what he talking about.
Popping Soldier Boy when you grew up,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
That was the shit then, right?
Okay.
Can you listen to it now?
No.
No.
That's Soldier Boy.
No, right? You can't listen to it now. My kids, that's their music today. It's his age group. Hop about the bed. That I was bumped. That's their music today. You elevated your growth to older music. Like right now, have you not noticed that your R&B music is your parents' R&B music? You start listening to motherfucking Al Green now.
How good it is.
You wasn't fucking with it. You wasn't fucking with it at 14 and 15. You're fucking with it now.
As the chat has pointed out, Jodeci still hits.
I'm about to say, I don't know what you talking about, Gil.
You was listening to all the young people. Now, as an adult, you can't fuck with that young R&B. This shit sounds stupid.
No, it does not.
I disagree. I
disagree. Good music is good music.
No, it wasn't good music to you then.
Yes, it was.
Shit, my heart. Good.
Get out here talking a whole bunch of bullshit. That's how shitty the game is. They talk about R&B music and shit. Nothing about the game. Damn, yo. Indiana's getting their food ate. So Siakam got fouled. He's up on the free throw line. 2 shots. Caruso shoots. Hits a 3. 76-58. God damn. 76-59. Ooh, doo. The game is over. Well, I thought Indiana had like some type of game plan. I guess nothing's working. It was 79-60. Siakam was at the line. Go to one. This is a boring ass finals. I ain't even going front. I thought they were going to make it interesting. Game 2, but God damn. That's why it's the least viewed finals since '88. It's a long time. That's what 88. It's about 37 years, bro. God damn it. Bird gets it, shoots, big bricks. And they bring it to within 10 in fourth. I think they can win this game. Gotta be ready to shoot the 3. That's what these guys are not ready to do. Gotta be ready to bomb over Baghdad. 79-62. Pacers are coming past the shove it. Newhart has it. Gets out. Halliburton. It's a floater. 79-64.
Sky and the Liberty in New York. Wednesday, the finals will be in Indianapolis.
Thomas Bryant is in with Mathurin, Neymar, Siakam goes out. Scores 80 to 64. That young number 8, Williams, hit both of his free throws, 81-64. Halliburton has it. Gets stripped by Shea. Duncan is there. Foul Shea on the breakaway.
Look at the 5 jerseys and what they do to swarm. I think Shea a little bit frustrated. That
21 points.
No, that could have been a flagrant too, still. I didn't even go in front. Shea was giving that Gucci Mane rest some of his piece of his mind, you know.
Just remember, when you take today, don't miss it. Look at you today.
I'm going to build something undeniable. Something iconic.
He's one of anything iconic in life. Have to do some questionable things to get done.
Just that not a hell of a lot more interested to a lot.
Montana, come and stand with Canada. Stand in the clear blue waters themselves. And deep waters. Stand small in the wide open skies. Stand in the hills and the spiders. Most of all, stand proud. Explore every kilometer and discover its place. Stand for the place we love. Tomorrow on Sports Fans, Hockey Central is live from sunrise for a pivotal game 3. Frank Marshall was looking to the 2 and the Stanley Cup finals all tied up. So what happens next in the Sunshine State? Panthers didn't play the Stanley Cup final. Stream on Sportsnet Plus. This week on Jimmy Go Live, we're Scully for the Take the Stage. Vanderbilt Ramsey said, Rockwell, David Spade. I got Starless, Will on that, Jason Bateman, and Sean Hayes. All who can officially go on ABC. TV players, let's start with
Apple wants you to buy every goddamn thing when you get a new phone, right? Golly.
It's on the goes right to uses that left hand splits to the shoulder square.
SGA is playing like an MVP. For real, for real. Got the SGA. You dig?
It's that switch off. There's no scope of one.
This run by so many road games. 7-2 on the road. They won 2 times in Cleveland. They won twice in New York. Told you how to win up on the city. Right now, it's got an 84 vaccine. I think that might be cool. Let's double check. I've got to see if this game, but inside the rim on the other side is so close.
Damn. They steady leading by 20 points. It's over for the Pacers.
This guy is 6'6". He's wide and strong. That matter is being super physical, but 6'6" to be able to rise up and get it over the top of the fence.
Used to be like the ball on the back door. Do something. Speaking of what the 12 free throw, the third quarter. It's a lot less.
Well, I like the call because that it was the bottom. That slide is a little bit more in the front.
The two players in the third. We back up to once.
Trash ass spaces.
said on the green that he shot earlier. Slide over, gets almost on top of his team. He's aggressive. If there's any space, I just look at how I'm facing to the top. He's one of those players that if you get a space, he's good like. He said,
I mean, I see the Pacers are fighting, but this ain't no strategy.
Back in December, they played a heck of a lot. Finals, played a few games, they didn't play well, sat them down, had the big game in the clincher. And he's got a chance for the first time in his career, Thomas Bryant, and the crowd of Indianapolis said he never had a chance to defend the high school college. And he does it as a bench player without the finals in the NBA. And that's a great moment to have one of the best games of your career. Mark Stein,
Still had to big teams like they did it because they shoots 3,000 off free throws, so they get the 2 hits in the free throw. This is being so interception, and he better pass it. That is why they love Einstein to still take it.
this is the sixth. The last free throws here with both teams getting into the 10th.
You should have Matherin playing from earlier on. That's what they're messing up.
This will be the 26th total free throw in this quarter alone. Every point right now, so important. Indiana's comeback goals. The 24. Toss over the left. Scoop out of the top. Now, offense tries a three. Good goes high. Good waste up the top. Drives inside. And a blocking foul. On Houston. 15.9 remaining in the third wild sequence. This one, say slow down. But you've got to have a part of it that players are coming from behind and runs back the ball. You're doing so much of that. Titus Halliburton struggling, McConnell is struggling, but you're a weak player. That's all you're now. 14 points, they only had 6. In game one, now the returners on the final possession. Nice bouncing back in.
Trash. It's 92-74. 15 seconds left.
Breakdown in the locker room, obviously, contributing on the floor as well. He's averaged an assist with 27 points. Oh, free throw still. Turned off. Okay, see what's in there. He's been shot by loss.
So after 3 quarters, they're still up 20 points. These guys are pretty trash.
Yeah.
You know what in the building is happening.
Yeah, man. You already know. I'm here,
I'm
official.
watching this game and I'm like, yo, these guys are trash, bro.
Who, Indiana? What you saying? They're getting smoked?
Nah, I'm saying like the finals is the least watched final since '88, dog. And I can see why. Then I'm like, yo, these guys are young, so we gotta give them time to develop
Oh,
into the
fuck.
season stars they're supposed to be. But
Oh, boy.
how you gonna win a championship and every game you down 20 points? They're down 20 points right now. And they're going into the fourth. Just like last game.
Man, I got to hold
Well,
on.
last game they were down 10.
Are you watching computer or on TV?
I'm watching on TV right now. And I'm like, this shit don't make no goddamn sense. That's your strategy?
Yep.
Oh, we're gonna let them go up by 20. I'm gonna battle back. I ain't gonna work. I think OKC is just a better team, but Pacers might give them a run for their money, though. I still say Pacers in 7.
All right. We gotta see how this goes.
You gotta figure it out. But they can't give them a 20-point lead every game. By the second quarter, they're up 20. Every game.
Who's killing it? It's what's his name?
SGA.
Of course, eh? Shay's dominant. You see, he went back to the gym after that first L, and he said, "This is not gonna happen again. Let me go and work on that." And he went to the gym and he put up about 1,000 shots. He said he's not taking no L's no more.
Bravo.
SGA ain't playing.
Travel. Halliburton needs to stop playing so soft with his pink shoes. Talk about these the new Halliburton.
Pink Under Armours?
Yeah, bro.
They done messed up the game with that one.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we got the pink panty shoes. You get that? I'm out of here with that shit.
Nah. Can't do all that to the man. Did the man dirty with that one. Who agreed to that?
At least start them out in black or like white. You know what I mean? This nigga
Who in charge of that? He signed off on that? He agreed with that one? Come on.
Yeah. At the end of the game, he's like, "Oh, it's the shoes," because he won that game. Nigga, you had 14 points. Cut it out.
Move your bomber clock, good. Boy, y'all come on.
So 15 points. Oh, Miles Turner just did a big dunk, but these niggas is down 20. It was a nice dunk too, but you can't really celebrate that. You're down 20. You're down 20. You're down 20, son. How does Turner let this nigga grab a board over him? How did he do that? How did he do that? He let Miss Wiggins' cat grab boards over him. Who's Wiggins? There's a new cat named Wiggins. OKC. Oh no, that was Wallace. My bad. Wiggins is the one that shot the ball. The three, yeah. All of a sudden, he came out of nowhere. He's a superstar. He's shooting threes, making big plays and all that. SGA's just going off. Wallace is grabbing boards over 7-footers. I don't know what's going on, man. It's 98-76. Caruso's doing all types of reverse layups and all that. Tipping ball. Yo. Grabbing boards. Doing all types of shit. I mean, so it's 98-76. You think they're coming back with 9:36 left? Oh, hell no.
Nah, not this one. They gassed up. They too gassed up. This is the game to bring them back down to earth. Right now they're in a fucking.
Who do you think they are? Giving up 20-point lead.
Right now they gassed up still.
They ain't gonna do that this game.
Nah. Not the way what's his name is dealing with it.
This game is just terrible. Terrible. Well, let me take a little break from this blowout. I'll show y'all a little video about staying on code.
In a minute, babe. Let's get back in it.
RP to the great Indy Fuller Jr.
Move. What's this about?
Listen.
If you do not understand white supremacy, what it is, and how it works, everything else that you understand will only confuse you. Now, sometimes people say, well, you mean everything that I understand will confuse me if I don't understand racism? Yes, because racism is the political and religious motivating force among the people of the planet in all 9 areas of activity: economics, education, entertainment, labor, law, politics, religion, sex, and war. That covers just about everything that any person, minute by minute, might be doing or engaged in any time of day or night, anywhere on the planet. According to the code, if you're a victim of white supremacy, you always say this according to the code. First of all, is the person white? And if the answer is yes, then you say, is this person who is classified as white able to be a white supremacist? In other words, do they know their colors? Do they know the difference between white and non-white? Do they know the difference between white and tan, or white and black, or white and yellow, or white and green? Do they know colors? When they look at a person, do they know the difference between one color and another in that person? And if the answer is yes, and the person is white, then in the system of white supremacy, according to racist logic, that person should be suspected of being a racist. Any person classified as white should be suspected of being a racist if he or she is able to be a racist. Suspected for how long? Suspected when? Under what conditions? Suspected under all conditions until proven different. Okay, proven by whom? To each individual victim of racism. That's the only way you can do it. There's no other way to do it. It's not, it's not being, it's a harsh way, you might say, but it's the only way. Since there's no standard that anybody has set, I mean, there's no test that's been set up that I know of where when a person is classified by race, that you determine whether or not that person is or is not a racist. People are classified, forced to be classified as being members of a race. I didn't ever join any race. I know I didn't. I was told that I was a member of a race. They say, Fuller, you are a member of the black or the African or the Negro or the Negroid race or the colored race. That's what I was told. Told by whom? By the people who practice racism. They do the telling. They do the classifying. I can't classify them. They classify me. I was told that as a very young person. And I say, well, what's that? I'm a colored person? Yeah. Oh, yeah, well, I do have color in my skin, so they call that color. So what's that got to do with anything? Oh, well, you're in the category of people who are eligible to be mistreated. And I say, eligible to be mistreated? Based on what? Based on you have color in your skin. It's just that simple, fella. And then I say, well, that doesn't make sense. It's not supposed to make sense to you. Nothing is supposed to make sense to you except what somebody white tells you makes sense. Welcome to the real world, Neely Fuller. This is the kind of world you were born in. Now, if you don't like it, you're going to have to change it. Or you're going to have to persuade white people who don't believe in it to change it. They're in the best position to do so. So get busy doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And my reaction was, well, I got other things to do. I mean, that job is too big and whatnot. And so I learned the hard way. Whatever these other things that I am going to do, that thing about color is going to interfere with it big time. Now, some people have said they've seen some cartoons of my work on the internet that have been presented, and that it pretty well embellishes what I have been trying to say in my textbooks. And to the extent that it does that, well, that has been, from what I understand, some people reported to me, a plus. Because they didn't understand what I had written very well, but when they saw those cartoons that just repeated what I was saying and attaching my name to it, and came right out of the book, the material did, they say that they better understood it. And I can understand that because people are kind of visual, particularly in the year 2021 now, more visual than ever.
How much that
This dude Wiggins, though, he's just killing it for these guys. This dude Wiggins,
Yeah.
he's killing it. Juan Mathurin. Mathurin is not playing good this series. I just started, so I want him to shoot threes.
Yeah.
He's gonna penetrate him, but I want him to like expand his game a little bit more. The dude Wiggins got 17 points in 19 minutes.
Damn.
Yeah. 21 scum. That's what it is. Okay, she's up 21 right now. So now, what's their game plan next game? Because I don't know. I think they should start with Obi Tompkins. I think they should go with Obi Tompkins, Miles Turner, Nate Smith, Mathurin, and Halliburton. That should be the starting lineup. Actually, no, you got to get Siakam in there.
Gotta get Siakam in there. What? Actually, maybe it's better if Siakam comes off the bench.
For real, eh? Yeah,
Need
sure.
that off the bench.
Spark off the bench. But I think he's a starter, though. So he'll take Obi Tompkins' place. But I'm saying I think they need like some power up front,
Yeah.
Because those two twin towers there, the Heinrich and whatever. Heinrich and Chet Holmgren. $22-point lead, 5.5 minutes to play. It's disgusting, eh? For NBA Finals game?
Yeah.
Disgusting. 20-point lead. 4 minutes left. It's disgusting. Even if they scored 10 big points, they won't be back.
It's not aggressive early looking for a shot. One of that has to do with the offensive defense. Yeah, okay, defense that made them on fire and not 4 minutes left to go in this one.
So no matter
Bruh, these guys are trash. Do you think in game 3 is going to be any different? I'm asking.
Say what?
It's the same thing that happened in game 1, but they slipped up at the end. Game 2, they're up 20 with 4 minutes left. Game 3, you think it's going to be any different?
Okay, wait, hold on. Let me ask this question though, because I'm not watching the game, right?
Yeah.
Are they in Indiana?
Nope.
Okay, so it might be different. It might be different. When they get to Indiana, it'll be different for sure.
Yeah, that's true. It might be different in Indiana.
If it's
That's true.
if they're not, it'll be a close game. It'll definitely be a closer game. They'll try and stay neck and neck with them throughout the whole game. I mean, they will be neck and neck. If they're not, I don't think
I
they'll
hope
be
so.
winning, but at least they'll be neck. It won't be like such a lead all the time.
I hope it's a 20-point blowout for Indiana, because that is gonna show me like, okay, maybe these teams are really equal. But if it's a tight game, each game, but I find that Indiana wasn't getting no calls from the jump. Like the refs knew, like, yo, this night, OKC has to win no matter what. To make it a series.
Yeah, exactly.
They can't go 2-0 back to Indiana. Dog. That's crazy. I'll make it a series. So Shea got, I don't know how much Shea got, but he got a lot. Playing like the MVP. I don't know if Shea was 26 though. So he got the ball, takes it to the basket, and one. Who the hell is Furphy? The white boy named Furphy. Furphy. Here. Well, this game is atrocious. Another
Officially,
lose. One 17 to 98. Trash ass Indiana. We better make it a game 3. This right here ain't gonna bring the ratings back to the NFL. Tell you that much. You got 2 straight games, y'all got like 20 points for the whole game. Ain't gonna work. Ain't gonna work.
yeah, that's kind of crazy still. Yeah, that's kind of crazy actually. It's not the best. It's not the best at all.
Yo, you can turn on that beeping noise.
It's fucking good.
You hear me? Because it keep beeping, that's why. Oh, you know what I mean?
The job he did on Jonathan Caliber was sensational.
The NBA got to step in and do something.
Here in defense, Fisher Silver. Let's see Indianapolis.
All right, that should be good.
Yeah. I keep hearing the clicking. That's why. You hear me?
Yeah, man. All right.
So much made before the series about small market teams that do love basketball, great team basketball. All things on the floor. These two teams are so much fun to watch. Look, I think we are in a new era of basketball. There are always been super teams. You know, they team that their young players continue to develop. This is going to look like a super team here coming up. The Czech gets better next year. If Jay Young gets better next year, this team is going to look like a Miami team 50 years ago, like a San Antonio Spurs team 50 years ago. Golden State, this team has a chance to go on a very long run, but it's just starting now. The series is going to be 1-1. It's going to head to Indianapolis. Usually, any kind of playoff series,
They should play James Johnson next game. What do you think?
James Johnson? Yeah.
Yeah.
Facts.
I know he's old and shit like that, but he's a big body, you know?
Right.
So he could probably hoop and keep some like a defensive presence in the paint. $123, 107.
Hey.
You see Trump deploy the National Guard?
Nah, I didn't see that.
In LA for ICE.
Yeah, because they want ICE out of LA, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, is he allowed to do that? You know what I'm saying? Send the National Guard, like.
Lastly, you guys both talk about neutral state of mind and what do you get to the team after a loss that seems somewhat obvious, but after a win, how does that play out?
So it's a big protest. Gonna start a big war, World War III. We got a big Mexican population in LA, you know? So they ain't going for that high school. You think they're doing a noble job? Or do you think that messed up policy?
Damn. Yeah.
Available this Sunday, June 15th.
I can't.
I think it's kind of messed up, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Because before they needed immigrants, so now they don't need immigrants no more, you know?
Breaking news, protests in Paramount get out of control and spill into Compton. And tensions escalate. Officers in riot gear firing tear gas at protesters who are pushing back on immigration raids. Hanging on Border Patrol cars as they pass through crowds. Meanwhile, another crowd tries to block a U.S. Marshal Service bus. Federal law enforcement officers used tear gas and flashbangs to clear away the crowd. Tonight, U.S. Attorney Bill Asaley says federal agents arrested over a dozen people who impeded agents. Let's get right to KCAL News reporter Zach Boetto live in Compton. Zach, what's happening? What are you seeing right now?
Hey, Gio, we're standing just off camera here. To our left, there are some masked people who have just bashed and tipped over this solar security camera station that was set up here at the Arco gas station across the street from where the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department deputies are stationed. Over here to the right, you can see those deputies. They have riot shields. They're standing strong at the intersection of Alondra and Atlantic. They're trying to hold there and make sure that the protesters don't go past that point. As you mentioned earlier, let's roll some video. There was a car that caught fire at the intersection here of Alondra and Atlantic, just right in the middle of the intersection where traffic was going back and forth and where authorities were trying to push protesters away from the action. We've seen fireworks. We've seen flags out here, people on dirt bikes, people on motorcycles. We've seen spinouts, burnouts, donuts, pretty much anything that you can think happens in a major protest. We're seeing right now here in Compton. We did speak with the Los Angeles County Sheriff as well as a protester about what's happening here in Los Angeles today. Here's what they had to say. Well, we'll get you that sound.
This is the United States of America. It's supposed to be for everybody. No one's better. No one's superior. We are the same. We bleed the same. We will die the same. We will all go under the earth the same.
All we're doing is trying to help our people from being separated from their families. That's all we're doing. That's all. Do you see anybody being violent right now, sir? No.
As the crowd has grown, it has become more violent. Individuals in the crowd that have been throwing objects at the federal agents, and we started to call in additional resources from around the county of Los Angeles.
Now, just within the last few minutes here, authorities have opened up traffic here at Alondra and Atlantic. So that's why you can see cars now going through the intersection where that charred car still sits. Also within the last few minutes, those protesters knocking over that security camera. It's now resting on the power line just here above heads. A lot of here, Gio, in Compton, and with the federal authorities deploying more backup, we're thinking that this is not the end of what's happening here in Compton this evening.
Zach, yeah, we're seeing the knocked over station there sitting on its side from SkyCal. Before we let you go, I know earlier when we first broke in around 5 o'clock, you made a mention of how there's a large number of people there, obviously, a lot of them with their phones out and other forms of video trying to just watch what's going on. Do you still get the sense that that's really sort of the energy level of folks around there right now? Because we've described it throughout the afternoon that this is an ebbs and flows, and we seem to be on a bit of a downswing right now, but we know that can change at any moment.
I would say about 90% of the protesters that are here have their phones out and are observing what's happening. There's another 10%, and the sheriff said maybe 300 to 400 protesters here, so maybe about 30 to 40 people who are causing a lot of the damage, who are responsible for tossing over this security camera station, who are doing the burnouts, who are lighting cars on fire, lighting fireworks, but still a very active scene. And like you said, it ebbs and flows here. We just saw, I would say, the deputies deputies here. The number of Los Angeles County Sheriff's deputies double within the last 15 minutes. So we're here. KCAL's on scene. We're watching. We're reporting. We're talking to protesters. We're talking to the sheriff. And as everything plays out here this evening, we'll be here to make sure our viewers know what's happening.
Absolutely. Zach Boetto live in Compton. Zach, thank you. And breaking news, Governor Newsom says that President Trump is moving to deploy the California National Guard. The National Guard is controlled by the governor, but Governor Newsom says the federal government is moving to take over the California National Guard and deploy 2,000 soldiers. Newsom goes on to say that move is purposefully inflammatory and will only escalate tensions. And President Trump posting this on Truth Social, saying, quote, if Governor Gavin Newsom of California and Mayor Karen Bass of Los Angeles can't do their jobs, which everyone knows they can't, then the federal government will step in and solve the problem. Riots and looters the way it should be solved. Earlier, not far from the Compton scene in Paramount, protesters clashed with law enforcement, with protesters trying to block vehicles and throwing objects at cars. Officers using pepper spray and firing rubber bullets. Take a listen to this. And just before officers used tear gas and rubber bullets, protesters tried to block a U.S. Marshal bus from driving through the crowd. See the horn honking, the face-to-face between the bus and the protesters, not to mention the flashbangs going off in the background. And this is another moment captured on camera. Protesters going face-to-face with a law enforcement vehicle and throwing what looked to be milk and other objects at a U.S. Customs and Border Patrol vehicle. And over in Inglewood, citizen video shows someone being stuffed inside a Border Patrol car. A few people were outside of the car protesting law enforcement. It's unclear if this was part of a larger raid or who the person was being taken. We've reached out to federal officials but haven't heard back yet. Today's protests come after an hours-long demonstration in downtown LA yesterday. People crowded the federal building where detainees were taken following widespread immigration sweeps in LA. The protests got tense at times, with officers firing tear gas to clear the crowd. And that protest continued into the night, with crowds gathering in Chinatown, where federal agents appeared to be staging. Protesters confronted those agents as several flashbang grenades went off. Several of the armored vehicles were also vandalized with graffiti. And the leader of one of the nation's largest labor unions remains in federal custody. Service Workers Union President David Huerta is accused of interfering with the LA immigration raids. The U.S. attorney says Huerta was blocking an ICE detention van. The union says Huerta was injured during the arrest and had to be taken to the hospital. Huerta is expected in court on Monday. Today, California lawmakers say they are being denied entry into the downtown LA detention center where detained migrants are being held. Congressman Jimmy Gomez and other elected leaders say they should be allowed to visit any facility that's detaining migrants, but were told they weren't allowed in because of safety issues.
I've been to the Middle East, I've been to war zones, so I know what it's like to actually be in a situation that's a lot more dangerous than inside this building.
How many people are there? It is our job as members of Congress to have oversight.
We reached out to Border Patrol for more information about the facility, but have not heard back. In a warning from the FBI, the agency says protesters could be prosecuted for attacking officers or impeding on immigration operations. Let's take you back out live here from SkyCal in Compton. You see sheriff's deputies on the move, a couple with those non-lethals up, getting ready. Who's to say what they're about to do, but this is sort of the tense situation that we're continuing to monitor in Compton right now. A line of sheriff's deputies and multiple vehicles just behind them at the intersection there of Alondra and Atlantic. We'll keep an eye on that as the evening progresses. Of course, stay with KCAL News for developments on these protests and immigration raids across Southern California. We'll have a live update for you in just about 20 minutes at 6:30.
Hello, I'm Nikki Schiller. Welcome to the program. We start this out in Los Angeles. President Trump Trump has ordered 2,000 nationals to the city to counter escalating protests in a predominantly Hispanic.
So what do you think? You think ICE is gonna stop these Mexicans from going to LA? Yo, I swear, this dude Trump is out of his mind. How are you extracting people from their families to kick them out? But it's like, and the Americans are sitting back looking at it like,
Thoughts? We see the result. It's a big uproar, right? So it's not gonna get any better. I know that much. Unless they switch up what they're trying to do. But I don't think it's gonna get better. It's only gonna get worse if they try to follow through with this bullshit.
yeah. So you know what we need to do? We need to apply absolute pressure on these white supremacists. If they want to be kicking people out of the country, they got to go too. You know what I'm saying? Can they dig it?
It's gonna get real. I gotta tap in with Bubba. He's out there in LA and see what the climate is like on ground zero. But riots. It's definitely good. It's a cause for riots, man. That just looking at that is like, yo, you guys are on the front line, rocking, stoning every ICE vehicle. Come on, dog. They're not playing out there. They're not playing. You say they're playing? They're not playing no games. Shots fired, bro. They're about to turn up. And not to mention, they're disrupting the economy with that type of move.
Yep.
It's only going to impact the economy and take away from what they got going on. So at the end of the day, it's not really logical. It's I don't really get it still.
On the tariffs. The tariffs,
I mean, I think there's a situation where he just wants to flex.
The tariffs, fam.
Man is.
He told Mexico F you. He told Canada F you.
He's ego tripping.
He said ICE. Who does he think he is, guy?
He's trying to flex, and it's gonna backfire on him. He's gonna pull a muscle and end up getting.
Don't make no sense, bro. Just because he got the biggest military in the world, he can do all this stupid shit.
Nah, that shit's gonna backfire.
Most of the people that are military are Hispanics.
And blacks, right?
And blacks. So people are gonna be like, this don't make no goddamn sense.
You're always gonna have that rebellion of their own soldiers that say, yo, my family members is all out there. You guys are trying to deport all my family members, and I'm here fighting for the country, the same country. Y'all trying to deport my people from. No. This ain't gonna work. Fuck that. How many years of, you know what I mean? How many years of service I put in? And you wanna deport my family? No. All right, we strapping up. It's only a matter of time.
And then what is he gonna do when he's not in office no more?
He's gonna feel the heat. That's what he's gonna do. People are gonna go at his neck.
You're gonna have he's gonna have to have a 24-hour security detail at all times, bro.
He's gonna try and go to some kind of event. Somebody's gonna
can't
throw a
go
shoe.
nowhere, bro. Where's he gonna go?
He's gonna get tomatoed. He's gonna get shoed. Man's gonna get everything.
Can't do a Trump rally nowhere, dog. They're coming for him, bro. He's gonna have to pay top dollar every time. And they say they're gonna have the National Guard protect the Secret Service protecting him. They protect each president after the term, but they ain't gonna protect him, bro. You never know. They're probably all in cahoots. I just don't understand it. Like, how come we, you know? People have been living there for years and years and years. Oh, you don't have your papers? You don't have your freedom papers? Get out. That's essentially what it is. Freedom papers.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, your freedom papers, bro? So eventually, she's gonna hit the fan, and then we're gonna be like, you're not supposed to be here either. You want to be technical, you're not supposed to be here either. And they're gonna be like, what? What do you mean? That's unconstitutional. Oh, we're gonna be like, we get it. And it ain't what's right or what's wrong. It's just a bunch of bullshit.
Exactly. And people read through that like water. They're gonna be able to see through that no problem. So this is where the clash really, really gets to going. And you know, the impact is
I'm
gonna
here
be
for it. I get my popcorn and my beach chair. I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's crazy.
It is what it is, man. It is what it is. So we had a good game breakdown. I mean, the game was kind of trash, but we gotta let these players develop into their own, you know. So I don't really. There's just two teams that haven't really been in it, you know. I can't really hold them to a certain standard, you know. But 20-point blowouts each game. I ain't gonna cut it for not for finals. So the next game, since they're going to Indiana, I think it's gonna make it a real game, you know?
Yeah, I think so too. I think so. It's gonna be a proper one. It's not gonna be no easy. Hopefully, it's not gonna be no easy lick for. Okay, she's gonna have to be on their shit. Indiana has to be on their shit though, in order just to make it a good game. That's the thing, because SGA is obviously he's gunning for the throne, and it's gonna be hard to take him out of his zone because he's on his Kobe type ish right now. And shout out to him because he's a real, you know what I'm saying? He's a real prick, like the man's a real talented prick, like. But he earned it, so and he's on his things, so can't fault the man for wanting to eat his food still.
Yep, that's about it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what else could you say? You know what I'm saying?
We'll be back. When's the next game? Tuesday?
Tuesday or Wednesday. You might do it on Wednesday. Give them 2 days to relax.
Yeah.
Alex Caruso had 20 points, 3 rebounds. You know, you got your role player doling out 20 points. You're winning the game. Oh. That was the 20-point deficit right there. Alex Caruso.
Mm-hmm.
If he's on, they win automatic.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, the next question is, guys,
that's it.
Prove that what like something from being 1 to 2, which you have to do to stay ahead of the series.
So the Thunder improving to 18-2 after a loss.
Yeah. We're gonna wait till the next game, man. Other than that, it's your boy Bank Mizzle. I'm signing out. And you're gonna catch me back here on Wednesday. Same Mac time, same Mac channel. You dig? We gotta get more into these topics though, more in depth. Want to do some relationship stuff, talk about politics, music, do some interviews, stuff like that. So you're trying to lay that wave cap down.
About time, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm starting to get the McDonald's M. I'm getting old out here. It's all good though. It's part of the process. You feel me? You feel me? No, it's all good. No, I'm definitely up for it. I'm here for it. All those topics, relationships, you know what I'm saying? Politics, I gotta dig a bit deeper into myself. I ain't gonna lie there, but all that real life spill, all that real.
You know what? We're gonna do a Neely Fuller special, and we're gonna go down all 9 areas of people activity. The system of white supremacy is affecting each area and how we can overcome it. That's what we're gonna do. 1 to 9. That's how we're gonna do, my Rose, to pretty much honor and give back to the work that they've done throughout their life, the struggle, you know. So y'all stay tuned for that. Anybody my missile? I'm signing out. Peace in the Middle East.
Yeah.